Hey guys, let's explore Japan, shall we? Today we're going to talk about an interesting phenomenon in Japan, empty houses or Akiya. Did you know that there are millions of them scattered throughout Japan, many of them available for free, and that foreigners can also buy them? Akiya are mainly found in rural areas but are also quite common in big cities. In this video, we're going to find out what this mysterious phenomenon of Akiya houses is all about, what local governments can do about it, and also explore how people like you and me can take advantage of this phenomenon. So here we go. The Akiya Phenomenon. What comes to mind when you think of Akiya? Let's understand better what Akiya and this phenomenon are all about. Akiya is a widely used term, but it's rarely accompanied by a proper explanation.
You might have heard that Akiya literally means vacant house, and that these are mostly houses that have been left empty for long periods of time, right? And the number of them is astonishing and keeps increasing, with millions of them from Okinawa to Hokkaido, and over 8 million available for free. But why are there so many empty houses? So let's explore the reasons behind the increase in the Akiya house phenomenon. According to various articles, several factors have contributed to the rise of Akiya. First, the aging population and low birth rates, especially in rural areas, have resulted in fewer people occupying these houses. Additionally, urbanization has led to younger people migrating to big cities, leaving rural areas with even fewer residents. These factors have created a scenario where houses have increasingly been abandoned over the past few decades, and it has become a significant real estate landscape since the 1970s.
Stick around until the end of the video to see some great examples, from one of the first foreigners to renovate an Akiya in Japan, to the best YouTube channels where you can follow Akiya renovations and discover the different types of Akiya that are possible to find. Who knows, maybe you'll find your ideal Akiya house too. But like me, you might have wondered why people leave these houses vacant, knowing that often these houses have been inherited, right? In other countries, we know how these inheritance stories end, but why is it so different in Japan? We have to consider that for decades, and even today with Japan's minimum wage, there are many possibilities. Often, with technological advancements and urbanization, it's much simpler for a young person or a couple to buy a new and modern house than to bear the costs of an old inherited house in another city, often requiring renovations.
Filled with furniture and personal items that they may not want to be reminded of or are simply too expensive to dispose of through Japan's waste collection systems. In many cases, as we know, the real reason they are vacant is that the previous owners are no longer alive. And believe it or not, every local government has people or entire departments focused on identifying and locating these Akiyas even before they are actually vacant. But there are also cases of entire cities and villages being vacated almost simultaneously due to major dam or road construction projects. Possible solutions. Now let's discuss what local governments can do to address this Akiya problem. There are several potential solutions that can breathe new life into these abandoned houses. Local governments have long focused on encouraging people to move to rural areas by offering benefits such as subsidies for renovations or cheaper rents.
This helps gradually revitalize areas, villages, and cities that would likely be forgotten. It also attracts young couples or families looking for a quieter environment. In the case of Akiyas in rural areas, there are various parameters to follow to have good interaction with the neighborhood and the environment. Here are some examples of YouTube channels focused on rural areas. Another option for local governments is to sell or give away these Akiya houses to interested individuals or those looking to profit from tourism. Many of these Akiya houses are located in areas of natural preservation, and for travel enthusiasts, Japan is one of the best countries to explore a stunning mix of natural landscapes, hidden villages and vast mountain ranges, alongside big cities and ancient traditions. Local governments can promote tourism in these regions, attracting visitors to enjoy the local culture. This could stimulate economic development and at the same time, revitalize communities.
Check out this example of a gentleman named Alex Kerr, who has already helped renovate dozens of houses and owns some traditional Japanese houses that he renovated himself, focusing on preserving local traditions and using them as guest houses. Another interesting idea would be to transform some of these Akiya houses into shared spaces or community spaces. For example, they could be used as cultural centers, libraries, or co-working spaces. These shared facilities are utilized by local residents, creating a sense of community and fostering social interaction. Check out the example of this guy who bought an Akiya that used to be an empty school. He transformed the environment to be a gathering place for local elderly residents in the courtyards. He also renovated the classrooms into guest houses and businesses, such as a cafe and a massage parlor. We could spend hours exploring the Akiya phenomenon, but I'll save it for the next video,
where we'll delve into the differences and characteristics of each type of Akiya that can be found, from kominkas to machiyas and kiyomachiyas. So stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed the content. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you won't miss out on content like this. Please give it a like and comment below what you would like to explore in Japan. My channel is new and the beginning can be quite challenging. I need your help to show YouTube that my videos are good. Your support is valuable.